Good afternoon, guys and girls, and welcome back to another episode of Nick's Veggie Patch. Well, I haven't done one for a few months now. I've been so busy at work, so just not had chance to do one. But this is just going to be a tiny little update of what's been going on, because obviously I now grow all my fruits and vegetables at home in my garden because I've given up the allotment. So I'll basically be telling you what's happened throughout 2024, what I'm going to be doing in 2025, showing you a few things that I got for Christmas, and giving you an update on things I was going to do, but how things have slightly changed. So what I'll do is I will come back to you guys in a bit and tell you what's going to be happening next year. Okay, so first of all, I'd like to wish everybody, I know it's gone now, but I'd like to wish everybody a happy Christmas and now a very happy new year. And I hope if you're following me or you've got friends and family that watch my videos, I hope you have a wonderful 2025 and enjoy a wonderful growing season. Obviously, this year a few things have changed. So this year I gave up my allotment and decided to start growing stuff from home, because we had a few raised beds in the garden that the wife had to grow stuff in our garden that we could keep an eye on easier from at home, rather than keep having to go back and forth up the allotment. But I decided, obviously, what with work and other stuff that I do, the allotment was getting too much, as well as doing the warden's role. So I decided to give both of those positions up. So give my allotment up and give the warden's role up. And now I'm just going to concentrate on growing it all from our garden. So my channel's obviously not changed. It's still Nick's Veggie Patch, because it's just my veggie patch at home in my garden. But there's going to be lots of things happening in 2025. We're going to be building some new raised beds, so getting rid of wooden ones and using breeze blocks to build raised beds, because we had lots of problems this year with slugs and snails. They were quite abundant with the rain that we had. We've had a lot of rain this year. So my attempt at doing runner beans this year, or mine and my wife's attempt at doing runner beans this year, technically failed on 3 attempts, because every time we sort of put the runner beans out, we made sure we were trying to clear the bed of slugs and snails. We even put down we even put in jars, filled them with beer to try and kill off the slugs and snails in an inhumane or a humane way, however you pronounce that. And yeah, we were just filling them up on a constant basis, and even going down and visiting one of my favourite YouTubers, Charles Dowden, and taking his advice. That even didn't kind of help us. So we lost 3 lots of runner beans this year. So hopefully 2025 that will be different. When we build our new raised beds using the breeze blocks, hopefully we won't have the issue with the slugs and the snails this year. But to combat that, or to try and help combat that, I've got these slug traps. So basically these are little huts. You fill them with alcohol, the slugs get drawn into them, they go inside, they drown in all that beery goodness, and then you just get rid of them in the humane way. And we'll position these on three of the raised beds. I think we'll have 4 in total, but yeah, they'll get put in there, and hopefully that will stop the problem, but hopefully it won't be as bad next year. But yeah, that's one of the things I'm going to be putting onto the raised beds to try and help us stop slugs and snails. And then hopefully we'll try a new way with runner beans, which is to put them out when they're not fully high. Obviously, when I went to Charles Dowding, and he had said about putting them out when they're really kind of tender, young plants, and then maybe making sure the bed is clear of slugs and snails before you put them in. And if you have to, put a cloche over them to give them that added protection, because you're not only thinking about slugs and snails, you're thinking about the birds, the pigeons above. So yeah, hopefully this will work next year, and we'll hopefully have some runner beans. But we're also just going to be kind of growing things that we really do use a lot of. So I'm going to try and not go too mad or overboard like I normally do. Obviously, where I've been so busy, hadn't put out my garlic yet or my onion sets, and obviously the onion sets, where they were in the warm here in my study, have kind of sprouted and they went all mushy, so I've had to throw them away. But that was in a previous video where I said I was going to be planting them out one weekend along with the garlic. That didn't happen, but I've got the garlic, that's still good. I've got 3 lots of garlic which I'm going to be doing instead of 2. So I said Casablanca was one of them. I've got a new one which is called Topodrome, and the third one, this is the newest one. It's called Kingsland White. It's a hardneck variety, so it's very good. It doesn't necessarily, I think it's hardneck where you get escapes, which are also good to use as well. Good in salad. So if you do get them on your garlic, pull them off straight away. You can use them, they are edible, and your garlic will grow stronger and better. So yeah, 3 lots of garlic which are going to be going in. And then instead of going back and buying some packets of sort of like onions and shallots, I brought a couple of seed packets, and I'm going to try growing my shallots from seeds and seeing how that happens. I've got a few new tools, and I've got a brand new potting table that I brought for Christmas with Christmas money that I was given. A brand new potting table off of Amazon, which I'll take you out into the greenhouse in a minute and show you. Really happy with that. That arrived yesterday. Me and the wife put it together. It's now in the greenhouse. So I got rid of the one that I made myself, and I've got the new one in the greenhouse. I'll show you one of my tools that I've got for doing the garden with, and I'll show you a few other bits that I got for Christmas. So I'll come back to you in a minute. Okay, so one of the Christmas presents I got was a guy I follow on YouTube. It's called Grow Veg, Benedict Van Heems. I've always wanted his book, and it's obviously, you can see there, it's called The Beginner's Guide to Easy Vegetable Gardening. So I've gone through the book. It's really good. I do use gardening books as a guide quite a lot, and also the people I follow on YouTube. So this guy is one of the ones I follow on YouTube. He's really good. Look at his channel. It's really easy. to learn some of the stuff he says. It's quite a really informative YouTube channel. So yeah, that was one of the things I got for as a Christmas present. But my other main thing that I got as a Christmas present that I always get is I got my trusty Charles Dowding's calendar of vegetable sowing dates for 2025, which is really, really good. I've got this year's one already. This year's one still up. I've also got 2022's calendar. I keep them all, but I also this year I got his diary, Charles Dowding's Vegetable Garden Diary. A man who champions healthy soil, fewer weeds, and he champions no dig. He's also a member of the Soil Association. So yeah, a few presents I got for Christmas. I'm also going to show you one of the tools that I got for Christmas as a nice Christmas present. So yeah, I'll just get that ready and show you what it is. Okay, so to make it easier outside, I got this, my wife got me it for Christmas, Kent and Stowe, very good make, oscillating hoe. It's basically a tool for making it easier to clear weeds in your raised bed, because you put it into the soil, you then pull it along, and then it basically goes under the soil and it slices through all your weeds. Makes it easier for you to take the weeds out of your raised bed. I've always wanted one, and yeah, my wife got me one for Christmas, which I'm really happy about. And as I've said, it's a very good make. It's Kent and Stowe, so yeah, very good make there. And I'll be trying that out in the garden some point today, give it a little try. And then what I'll do is I'll also take you out there and I'll show you my new potting table. And I'll come back to you guys in a minute. Okay, so I've brought you onto the patio, guys. I've had a bit of a tidy up around here. So this is obviously one of the areas where we're going to have a slight change. Also this year I got rid of loads of pots. I had so many, and in the end I realised I was getting swamped by pots, so not having too many. These two raised beds up here are staying. This one, if you remember, I made these two covers for them. They snapped a little bit, so I've got to rethink that and redo them. But these, this raised bed has had red kale in it, which I'm still getting a little bit from, which is quite nice. It's real nice red kale. This raised bed here had lots of chilies, and then we had another raised bed alongside it that also had chilies and other bits and pieces in, so we've removed that one. This raised bed here, the metal raised bed, had herbs in and also salads. As you can see, I've still got some really nice lettuce leaves there, which are quite tasty. So yeah, we pull them off every so often to stop them from forming a heart. Have them in sandwiches for work or whatever. So yeah, big change around here. Had a big tidy up, so there isn't bits and pieces here that you would have seen before, like storage bins. They've been moved into my shed, and I'll take you down and show you what we're going to do with other parts of the garden. So as you can see here, 3 raised beds we built this year at the start of the year or the year before. We're going to be taking these up, and we're going to be building, as I've said, raised beds using breeze blocks. We're going to shorten them so we can make slightly bigger pathways. So we'll have pathway going along here, which will be more than likely a gravel pathway. So we'll clear all the weeds, we'll lay down black sheeting, and then we'll put gravel on top. And I think we'll do the same going along here. So we'll remove these patio slabs, probably get rid of them, and have gravel in and around the pathways. So these beds won't probably be this kind of size, but we'll have to measure up for when we put in the breeze blocks. So yeah, we're going to have, as I said, pathway down here, which will be gravel probably alongside the raised bed, so we can get in and around them. And then eventually this raised bed here will go. This has had a Cavalliniero Care in it. It's just coming towards the end. And we've also got leeks in here. I've got a few weeds to get out, but yeah, the leeks are growing nice. I've left them in clumps. They're not as big as I would like, but I'm not too worried about that, because you can still have them young like this. So this one will also, this raised bed will eventually go. And then what we're going to do is we are going to extend the wall here that we made out of breeze blocks, extend it out and make this area here another raised bed using breeze blocks. So yeah, lots of things going on here in the garden. Eventually we'll also kind of get that area, get this area here sorted out. We're going to be removing most of the stuff here, so the plastic raised bed will go. I'm hoping to keep that raised bed there by the greenhouse. This one that I built may also go. It's had salads in it, which are still we're picking from. Young leeks. It would have had Brussels sprouts and cabbages, but obviously where the wind got to this, and then slugs, snails and the birds got in, the only thing they haven't touched obviously are the leeks and the lettuce. But yeah, it's looking nice. And then hopefully again this year, as you can see, I've got my fig tree just there starting to get the nice shoots coming off of it. We did add a couple of figs. We'll tidy that area up. Hopefully the fig tree will flourish a bit more. And then flowers we've got in here, we'll put a few more flowers in here, have a general tidy up of the garden. But I'll take you in now and I will show you my new potting table. Right guys, so here we are in the heart of every gardener's paradise. It's the greenhouse. This is my new potting table. As I said, this came off of Amazon. It's got a lovely pull-out drawer. Obviously I can't pull it all the way out because I've got this shelf in the way. These were attempts at cauliflower and obviously broad beans, but obviously I've been so busy I haven't had a chance to kind of get to them and put them out. So hopefully start again from scratch, go again, and hopefully next year I won't be rushing around like a blue arse fly like I have been this year. But yeah, really happy with this potting table. It's got a metal sort of tray in the middle of it where you can put the compost in to work from, and then it's got a little shelf on the top for storing empty trays. Obviously the height of it, I can't really put any kind of I could put the start of seedlings in pots, but then I'd have to remove all these pots. So you could, if you didn't have a greenhouse this low, you could put little seedlings on top in the pots. But yeah, that's my storage bit. And then obviously my shelves here, lots of sorting out and tidying up to do. I've got a couple of new trays, well, a new tray as you remember from Container Wise. This one here, really good. And then obviously I've got the Charles Dowding cell trays there, which he worked in partnership with Container Wise to do. So yeah, there's lots to be going on here, guys. Also attached to my vent here, I've got light, as you can see. So sometimes in the evening I use that, and also some lamps, and that enables me to carry on sort of going in here when it's really dark. Sometimes I don't do it all the time. Obviously my trusty small dibber here that I love, and I've also got, which I bought from Charles himself, or from his homemakers, his sort of big dobber dibber here. This one makes it easier if you have trouble bending down, makes it easier for you to get down and make the holes ready for planting stuff out. So yeah, I've got lots going on here in the greenhouse. There's lots of sowing. Obviously get the raised beds ready, clear them from weeds, and then hopefully we will have raised beds ready to go for next year's growing season. So yeah, these raised beds, even though they're wooden and we're going to be taking the wood off, I can technically still weed them and put stuff in ready to go for next year. So one of these raised beds, either one of these three, or it will be this one here, because I need good sunlight, will take the garlic. So yeah, lots going to be going on next year on Nick's Veggie Patch. But at the moment it's just having a tidy up and getting things ready for next year. I say this was a short video. It's kind of gone over a little bit longer than what I was going to do, but yeah, you've got an insight of what's going to be happening next year. I've got the plastic there, which allows the water, the drain pipe, to run through into my water butt here, which is nice and full of water, ready to fill up my buckets. But yeah, lots going on, guys, and hopefully I'll see you in 2025. Right, guys, so as you can see, lots going on, lots going to be happening in 2025. 2024 is drawing to a close, so I'd like to wish all my subscribers and my followers a very happy new year, and I hope you have a very happy and prosperous growing season for next year. As you've seen in this video, some of the things I got for Christmas. If you want to check out those guys' YouTube channels, Charles Dowding, Benedict Van Heem's Grow Veg, his one is. They're two very good channels, but also if you look on my channel, you'll see other people I follow. Well, have a good new year, guys, and I'll see you in 2025.